Can you hear me now?
I'm going to talk, and you can pay attention to her, or you can pay attention to me.
Gonads are useful for their purpose, but they are no substitute for brains.
Let's pick up a shovel, clean out the barn.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Why does the media attack an issue? To get primetime ratings? And watch what happens in the sweeps. When it's sweeps week, they hope that a child is molested by a rabbi who has an affair with a cow.
It's time for Insensitivity Training with Cort, McCown, and Joe Bartnick.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Insensitivity Training. I'm Cort McCown.
I'm Joe Bartnick.
And here we sit up in the deep hills of Altadena with our good friend.
Who's that?
Mr. Steve Rannazzisi. That's
right.
Who it is. What's
God,
up, brother?
we love fucking Rannazzisi.
Gotta love Rannazzisi.
I love you guys, too.
Man.
It's the
Two
best.
of my faves right here.
Yeah, it's the best.
Absolutely.
Your hair's growing in a little bit, huh?
It's getting longer, and also I saw pictures of myself today because it was my anniversary, so old pictures popped up. I think I'm getting blonde. Like my hair is way darker than it, and way lighter than it's ever been.
Oh, I thought you were doing something.
Still have
I thought
red
you were doing
hair.
something with it.
No, I've just.
You're not putting little frosties in there.
No, the summer I play a lot of basketball outside, so I think just the sun.
Oh yeah,
for
sure.
You still have red hair.
I still have highlight stuff, but the pictures of my wedding are like. I like dark hair.
No,
it's
you don't have red hair.
Gray,
You don't have red hair.
It's like strawberry
Well,
blonde.
you're Italian because
it's not strawberry blonde.
My beard goes red in the summer with the sun.
Yeah. There are redheaded Italians.
Yeah, I have two aunts that are redheaded. That means the Moors didn't touch them.
That's right.
I'm telling you, mine's gotten a little blonder too.
Yours is just white now, man. It's all white.
He's still the best looking man in podcasting.
There's no more pepper. It's all salt now.
I will pour salt all fucking over you.
Cort has to throw himself over his shoulder.
He's still an incredibly attractive man, but it's
it's getting there.
Pepper now.
There's
no more pepper.
There's pepper in there. There's pepper in there.
Yeah, by the neck.
Just because there's snow in the chimney doesn't mean there's not a fire in the.
Jesus, how old are you that you haven't had a fucking gray hair?
I have a couple now, Steve. I do have a couple.
Really?
Yeah, I have a couple.
But what are you, like Romanian or something? You have some
I'm
sort of
Italian.
Slavic in you?
I'm Italian, and I'm 50% Italian and 50% mutt.
Mutt.
Like
there's got to be some
like
Slavic.
5
in
different things.
Yeah.
Well, like everything in England but England, and then like Polish and German.
Got it.
But all like the countries that aren't really free, but they pretend they are.
Scotland, Ireland, all those other places.
Yeah, all those other places.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as I have hair, I'm happy about that. I mean, I don't
Well,
care.
you look young, dude.
Well, I just turned 40, so I feel.
Oh, really? I thought you were older than that. So
No,
but you look because of your success. I just thought you were older.
Oh yeah,
than that.
no, I just.
Like, I mean, I'm because I'm older than most of my friends. So I'm 47. So most people think I'm like 42, 43. So
I would have thought around there too.
Thank you.
Yeah, like 43, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't feel that much older. I get like I'm.
Like I thought you were like 42, 40. I just thought
Yeah.
you were just older because you've been killing it.
Flexibility wise, I'm losing flexibility. That's
well,
what
it's
I worry
like 38, 39 when it all goes away.
Is that when it happens?
I think it's like that was the biggest jump. After that, I've just been like slowly deteriorating. But that's why most NFL guys and NBA and hockey guys, it's always like 30, 38, 39 when like 36, like still killing it, signing that 3-year deal, and then by 39, it's like
that's the only reason I bought that fight, that Mayweather-McGregor fight. I mean, not the only reason, but like the guy's 40 years old, and you don't look 40 until you look 40, and you don't do that until you do that in a boxing ring. Like you don't look, no one knows how you look as a boxer until you're in that ring.
Right.
So I was like, oh, what does this guy look like 2 years retired at 40 years old? Is there a step missing? Obviously there wasn't, but like that was like the one thing I was like, oh, he's 40 years old. He could be the best fighter of all time, but still, you just take you miss one step, or you're a tad bit slow, and it's fucking game over.
But see, still, he was not. He didn't fight a boxer.
Oh,
he
no,
fought.
no.
I mean, it's like
No,
if he
the
would
only
have gone
reason I
in
bring
there.
that up, it's just because at 40, I feel like that's you figure that's the turn you're going to make. Like I only sense like flexibility, strength and stuff is still all kind of there.
Yeah, all
well,
that
goes later when you're in your 40s.
Oh, really?
That goes later. Yeah, like all of a sudden, like they say like your strength in this arm goes, and I've just totally cut lifting weights out basically out of my life. But I could just see I just started giving up. Like, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And like I just can't lift that anymore. And like I just can't lift that. Like just your strength.
Did you ever work? Were you a big like a lift guy?
I was when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of always maintained my thing was always. Like I had this one coach that challenged me, like, you're not a man if you can't do 3 dips. So I got up to 30 dips and I quit playing football. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the wave pool and meet chicks.
30.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah,
I went water skiing like 2 years ago for the first time.
We're talking about sports.
Yeah, water skiing.
Water skiing.
Well, I was in Spain, and we'd gotten off the boat, and there was a boat that was pulling us water skiing, but I couldn't. The boat wasn't that powerful, so you had to kind of pull yourself up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I think I dislocated both of my shoulders.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I have no. It's just it killed me.
But you
dude.
know what I mean, though. Like you're
not
like my age. Like it goes. You just start losing more and more strength in your 40s. Like it just.
Great.
So I literally just kind of. But then after that, I literally always went by the standard of no matter what, in any of my acid, just all my partying drunken days, I could always bench like 225 10 times. That was always just like I could always do that. And then for a couple years there, living down here, I just kind of was like, like in LA, you're just bored in the day.
And you're like, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
So then I was like, every day on my 20th every time on my birthday, I'd do 20.
Oh, 20 at 225.
Yeah. And then like a couple years ago, I was like,
and as long as you do that, you're like, well, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'll see you next year.
Yeah. So then like 3 years ago, I did like 17, and I'm like, okay, a little bit older. Okay, I didn't really work out much this year. And then after my hernia operations, I was just doing like. I was like, okay, I'm doing like 12, and like, okay,
yeah, dude.
I'm still doing 10, and then like
still double digits.
Yeah, and then like now I'm like, I did 10 like I did 10 like a couple months ago.
225 is no joke. That's 2 plates on each side.
Yeah, but I mean, I did like 10 like a couple months ago, and then literally I'm like, I'm not going to be pissed at myself. I'm just going to not do that. I'm just going to put like less weight and just like, because I know I can't do it. I know because I can just tell.
Dude, the fact that you can still do 10. By the way, the combine, that's one of the things. You have to bench 225 as many times as you can.
Right. And that was always.
And most guys get to about 25 times. And like you being your age, still being able to do like 10 or 15 is fucking
and
pretty good, dude.
never played in the NFL.
Yeah, and also you don't lift anything in between.
Well,
besides what you have to lift to survive.
If I'm at the hotel gym, I'll like lift.
Yeah,
but well, I always but like my freshman.
But you have like strongman strength.
Well, like my freshman year of college. Well, I always worked construction and outdoors when I was a kid. I just kind of got like that Italian kind of strength.
Yeah.
But I always but my freshman year at gym, I took gym in college. My freshman year, I did it. I benched 29 times.
Yeah,
and they're like, I was so happy because there was like guys at the combine that only like linemen did like 25, 26.
But you're still the size of a guy and strength of a guy, and I mean muscle tone of a guy. That if you bump into you, it's
like a wall.
It's a bit of a wall.
I mean, skateboarders don't like me.
Yeah.
But I'm not a violent person by any means.
No. But I'm saying like your strength is still like you.
I still got my shoulders.
I have a friend,
I still got my like. You never go. Once you have shoulders, you never lose your shoulders.
My friend
I lose
Tom
my tits. My tits are gone.
Has 2 brothers.
That's good.
They're all in construction. He did construction growing up. He never went to the gym once ever. But when he shook your hand, it was like a vice grip.
Right.
Anything you had ever had to pick up or lift or hit, he could do it for like a Paul Bunyan type, and it just had that strongman strength.
Well, now you got boys,
yeah.
So now, and
my younger one has it,
and I have a girl, and the boo is just she could be she's so freaking strong because she drinks milk all the time.
Yeah,
and see, when I was a kid, I just drank milk all the time, and I'm telling you. Kids that drink
my kids drink 2 things ever in their entire lives. They never drank anything besides milk or water.
Yeah, kids that drink milk, they're the ones that can you can just tell at the park kids that drank Kool-Aid. You can just tell. Their bones are not, and that's why And not to cut you off, but that's why. And then working outdoors labor when I was like 14, 15, 16. That's when you get that strength in the places that you're never going to get by doing preacher curls.
Yeah.
Or knotless machines. Like,
yeah, you're
it's
picking
just,
up cinder blocks at weird angles. You have to hold them with like
cement,
your middle fingers.
Cement bags.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrows. Like that's
50-pound bags of peat moss.
We had skim milk when I was a kid.
Skim milk?
Skim milk. My mom always
Well, that's
had
why
skim.
you're pretty, Cort.
Yeah.
That's why you don't
I
cut
know.
these.
Jowls.
We always had skim milk. We always had the weirdest food in my house when I was a kid. My mom had we had no like cookies, no sweets or anything. My mom had a drawer in her bedroom that they had candy bars because my parents were alcoholics. And they had all this like candy. And we would go in there and sneak candy bars once in a while from, but we had to be careful. We had to wait when they had like a big supply and they'd had a big night out so we could go lift a couple.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they knew.
No, we had cartons of cookies and stuff on top
none
of
of
the
that.
refrigerator.
Never.
Like Entenmann's,
Nothing.
stacked high, different
Nothing.
boxes.
We had shit.
Oreos.
Food. We had.
The only thing we found in our parents' side drawers was like porn and like.
You found porn in your parents' side drawer?
My dad's side drawer had a couple Playboys in it.
We found
And a
Playboys.
vibrator.
We found what?
Yeah, and a vibrator.
Well, my daughter and her friends were.
Did that freak you out a little bit?
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a back massager. You don't know what it is till you grow older, but the porn, I knew what that was.
But you found it?
Yeah,
You found your mom's vibrator.
found it.
Have you told her that? Ever told her?
No, we have a good relationship. What am I going to tell her? I found her vibrator. Hey,
By the way,
Mom.
your mom listens to this podcast.
Of course she does. This is her favorite. This is why I'm telling her on this.
Yeah.
That's how I break news to my parents.
That's weird, man. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. We
What?
were talking about.
Finding a vibrator.
Well, my parents had
I just
had
smelled
a
it a
slew
couple
of back
times.
massagers.
No.
Yeah.
But my dad had a bad neck.
I mean, that's what I thought it was a back massager.
My dad had a bad neck. My mom had a bad front.
But I mean, we were
Who's writing?
we were talking. We were talking about this the other night. I was talking to Neil Brennan and Jimmy Carr. We were talking about how the fact that there's something about you never want to see your parents have sex, and the thought of kissing your sister or something. There's something about the pheromones of a person that it just becomes repulsive, unless of course you live in Mississippi.
But that's natural. That's Darwinism, because that means that you're not going to make more retards.
yeah, they want.
Yeah,
they
well,
want
that's
to
what I
make
mean.
sure
But
you're
it's
not
that.
gonna
But that's that thing. It's that.
create a mongoloid.
Yeah. Well, like I said, except for Mississippi.
No, I was
And
just in Mississippi. Those are nice people.
They're really nice people.
A little slow. And I don't mean mentally. I mean physically.
To bring it back to what you were just telling me before, though, about pheromones and smells of people. Certain people have smells that you just can't shake, though, right? Like you were saying you had a problem with someone that has
Yeah.
a scent, or you're like,
yeah.
that person is like a must that they.
I used to.
regardless of them showering or whatever.
It's not about the showering. I dated this girl once. This was years ago. This girl was fucking beautiful. And she was like a yoga teacher and a fitness instructor. She still does fitness stuff. Body insane, beautiful girl. I was repulsed by her smell. It wasn't a body odor thing. It was just the way she smelled. And I couldn't fucking do it. I mean, I tried, man. I tried so hard. I mean, we slept together 3 times. No, I'm kidding. We never slept together. But I mean, it's just I couldn't physically.
My mom smells so good. That's
Wow. He said that with a straight face.
My mom smells so good. That's the problem. She has great pheromones. You're right. I think that's why you don't have sex with your mom. That you don't.
No, it's not having
attracted
sex
to
with
the
them.
smell of your mom.
I mean, it's just there's a certain thing. I think there's certain people that you just there's no attraction there.
Yeah, your
even
mom,
though they're
your
attracted.
sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you attracted to people's armpits?
No.
See, I find myself at some girls, I just think their armpits are amazing. And I just saw this the other day somewhere. They were talking about that. I'm like, finally, someone else agrees with me.
You're talking about
shaved
getting
armpit,
in
though.
there, or just looking at it.
Just the way it looks. You know how
Just
some
looking at
people
it.
are into feet? I'm not really into feet, but some chicks have sweet armpits in my opinion.
I'm not into feet, but there's certain feet that I.
Oh, nasty feet are nasty feet.
Yeah, I mean those ones that are all jammed up from standing in heels that look they're just jacked, man. I can't handle those feet. They
I
got
don't like
corns
the
all over.
Flintstone feet, like tiny, big, fat.
No, I don't like feet. I don't like anything fat.
Like that.
No.
But armpits is like a thing. I'm trying to think. Like to me, armpit. It's so close to side boob that like even if the armpit was attractive, I'm going to check out to see if there's side boob action.
Oh yeah, well I'm not saying armpit over ass or titties.
Yeah,
I'm just saying armpit
as another thing to get into.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not saying who cares her ass.
I don't even look at girls' faces anymore. I'm strictly about the armpit now.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. It's like I have this. There's this one chick that's that's on RedTube that has got the sexiest calves and feet. And she just takes it in every fucking direction.
Really?
And she is. I'll show you when we're done here. She's just so hot.
What's her name? Do you know her name? Porn. It's a porn star, right?
Yeah, Rachel
Starr.
No. You came up with that so fast.
Oh, everyone knows a few.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, the last was it the
Starr?
Was it the last time that we did a podcast? Or maybe you came over, but remember we were like looking up Lindsey Vonn. I still have all those photos on my phone. I'm afraid when my daughter's gonna look for like pictures of the dog, she's gonna like, what is?
No,
this?
It's been a few podcasts ago. Because Tiger Woods had his phone hacked, or Lindsey Vonn had her phone hacked, and I mean,
nice pictures of Lindsey Vonn.
I can't look at them because I feel terrible about it because I just know that no one ever was supposed to see those, but someone did pass the Tiger Woods one to me.
Oh, I didn't see the Tiger Woods one.
Yeah, he's definitely more black than Asian.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got a hog?
Yeah, it's impressive.
He's not playing with a 3-wood.
No, he's got a full driver. He's got a driver with an extra stiff shaft.
Yeah, he is one of those like super duper ones that old men have. It has the extra like.
Yeah. Oh God. That's funny because there's like certain like porn now to me. Like if you look at some of the porn, it's like I have to see the preview because I don't want to click on it, and that's why RedTube is good because RedTube when it comes up on your iPad, you can preview the clip. And
all I need is the preview.
Well, I mean, I know, but they're only like 10 minutes long anyway. But you can preview it, so it's like. Because all of them in the first photograph, they look amazing. Then the minute you push on it, it's like her face would scare a buzzard off a shit wagon. I mean, they're just awful fucking looking women.
That sounds like something an SCC coach would say.
Yeah. I always preview. Always preview.
Always preview.
I'm not just going to dive into something and I don't know. Like even if you just put your mouse thing on it and it just like shows like what it's going to be.
That's all. Like. That's all I want to see. I just want to see
what if she leaves that girl and it's just the guy. Like,
you know what I thought of because I was so bored in the South half the time. This trip. They don't have porn in hotel rooms anymore, huh? Because they just don't have that anymore.
I actually, you know what? Some places have like that erotic channel. Like they'll have. I'm trying to remember, like that one with Mario. Like, you know, when you turn the TV, it's like Mario Lopez, and it's like.
Yeah.
That whatever that one
is.
Yeah.
They have like erotic viewing, like whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how filthy the porn is. It might just be like a
Cinemax,
soft core sort
of
thing.
No,
but
I was
not
just
like you're not getting straight up like porn.
Yeah, you're not like Spectravision used to be or whatever.
No, you're not getting the good angle of when it like enters.
Yeah.
Enters the anus.
Not like I'm going to buy it at 11, so then I have it all the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about like how much could that porn be? Like $12? It's got to be. The internet's cheaper.
Just I mean, everyone just has their phone.
Yeah,
there's no one even needs it. It's like seeing a payphone.
I
somewhere,
know,
like Spectravision.
I do feel here. Okay, well, this is an inappropriate podcast. Have you ever left the phone? Like porn on the phone, like I've gone, like watched it at night, gone to sleep, woke up in the morning, like on the airplane, like opened up my thing and it's on, like it's on, like people can hear, like it was the last thing that was on. I opened up Internet Explorer and the porn's like then like oh shit, like in the middle of the terminal.
Well, dude,
at the airport.
At the airport, like like or whatever, like or you go to show like your your thing to the and it's like porn. I've had that happen.
Well, I gave a kid on American Airlines saw some nice Fast Times at Ridgemont High sex on the plane. I was watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
really?
And like the 10-year-old, and it said things are going to get cut out.
Yeah,
so I'm like, probably. I mean, I didn't. Whatever.
It was on the TV. You didn't like watch.
Yeah. It was on the TV, and literally all the sex scenes were in there. Bush, boob, everything, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. But when he called him a dick, it was not in there. Like, you
really
dick. It wasn't in there.
Wow. What was the kid doing? Were you just elbowing the kid like, check this shit out?
He was just watching it the whole time.
Yeah,
dude. Because when you're 8. Once you see boob, you'll stare at that thing like my dog at the chicken. Like he's not looking anywhere else until it stops.
My son hasn't checked in on boobs yet, but he's starting to get like with like the different lady parts.
Dude, I had those Bluetooth speakers, like the Bose sound port. So I have one of those that sits in my living room. One night I was sitting there listening to music, whatever. And then I went in my room and I was going to bed and I put on the red tube and I didn't know that I couldn't tell at first that it was connected to the SoundLink thing, the speaker. And all of a sudden I'm hearing this fuck, just filth, because I like to watch some filthy shit. And this was just filthy shit.
It was just a normal night at your house, Cort.
Yeah.
The neighbors weren't. You're like, Cort's got another chick in there.
Oh, dude. Well, I told you the story about my neighbor upstairs.
Did you have an Asian girl that you were having intense anal with?
Yeah. So I had this neighbor upstairs that used to have sex, and she would kind of, I think on purpose, kind of like
put on a show,
put on a little bit of a show, make a little noise,
like
put on a little bit of a show, which is okay once in a blue moon, but it was like, all right, enough already. And then and so one night I had this girl over that I made a lot of noise, and she was very verbal and loved to get her ass smacked. And I went to town. I had all the windows open in my bedroom on purpose. And it was like a hot summer night, and I was just crushed, and I was just smacking it hard. And I just, the whole night. Anyway, the next day, I was in the hallway, and the landlord lives across the hall from me, the people that own the building. She's like, oh, my God, somebody last night, did you hear that? They were just violently attacking this woman.
Yeah.
I think they had some kind of weird porn on really
You're
loud.
like, I'll look into it.
And I was like, no, I was out late. Then I came home, went right to sleep. I didn't hear anything.
Damn.
Me and my when I lived in the Mission in San Francisco, the buildings are really close. It's like New York. The buildings are really close in the Mission, and we had like a halfway house right next to us. So I'd always bang my girlfriend with the windows up, and all the guys would get a free show.
Well, the dudes,
they were always like, they were kind of like,
barely
I don't know if they were all there. It was kind of like,
they were barely holding on to sobriety, but you having sex with your girlfriend was like, well, I can get through today. Then.
You just see like 6 guys jerking off in the window. Hey, Joe's got a girl tonight. All right, everybody line up.
I was going to get high, in the daylight because I was worked at night, so it was like there was 9 to it was daylight hours.
Oh
so.
God, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good one. They always liked it.
It is good. It's nice to be kind and give back to people.
It's called giving back. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Now there's gonna be a plethora of all these superstars that are gonna like go do telethons for the floods. I mean, just write a check. You don't have to fucking sing. Just write a check. No one needs unless you're Jerry Lewis. I don't need your fucking telethon.
Yeah, on Jerry Lewis there is no more telethon.
But I'm just saying, it's such a pat on the back. Oh, really? You're going to sing for the victims? Just write the check, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't mind going down. Like, I know Ron White went down there and did a charity show, whatever. That
is totally different than someone going on national television.
National television and, like, getting together to do the telethon seems to be like it's not like there were people that didn't know about this hurricane. That were like, I was going to watch television and I didn't know this happened. And, okay, now I'll give money.
Yeah, no.
Everybody knew about it.
I give Ron White 10 taps of the stick. Dude, that's going there and doing a show and giving them money. That's like, I'm going to go on national TV and promote my new album, and here's my song.
Well, that's like, you start looking at guys that really did stuff like J.J. Watt. I mean, I think that guy collected like $23 million for Houston. That's like amazing, man.
That's admirable.
And it was going to go to the right places by giving it to him. Yeah, it's not going to get, it's not like he's.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me too, because I was talking to somebody that has their brother lives in North Houston. And I was like, is he okay? And he goes, oh yeah, he's just been binge watching Netflix for the last like 4 days. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, why doesn't he, like, people are flying in to help people. Why don't all these people in North Texas drive 15 minutes and fucking help somebody? It's like there's all these people out there that weren't affected by it. and live like 5 miles away.
Well,
what do actors do on those telethons? They just answer the phones, right? There's really nothing they can do.
They do a scene,
like a monologue or something. It's always singers that have to sit there and kind of.
Yeah, I think Leo's gonna.
And I mean, I don't know. I just think it's like it's such a self-serving thing to do.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Write a check. Don't go on television.
Yeah,
and or go down and help people.
And write a check to somebody that's actually going to get the money, because most of these places, like Red Cross, I mean,
I didn't know what to do. You don't want to push people in the wrong direction and be like, hey, give to this or give to that, but. I don't know. Like, you hear bad things about Wounded Warriors, about Red Cross.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. What am I going to do with the giving money away now?
Well, it all goes back to, like, it started with that woman that Susan Komen, or whoever does the breast cancer thing with the NFL. It started out with their little bracelets, or whatever, the bands that they sold. All the money used to go to breast cancer at the time. Then they partnered with the NFL, and
there's administration fees.
And there's administration fees, and it's like, it's like, what is it, like 2%?
Something was bad.
2% of the money actually goes to for the research of breast
almost
cancer.
as criminal as Flappers comedy shows giving money to. Proceeds of the tickets will go. A portion of the tickets. Well, I think there's a deal where it's like, when you give to charity, because I remember we did a charity once with Wounded Warriors. We did a Wounded Warrior thing, and there's like, you only have to give there's just a very small percentage for it to be considered a charity. Now, we took all the money and we gave all the money to them. But I mean, it was before everybody kind of knew that Wounded Warrior maybe wasn't as much on the level as they said it was. But I don't know. I mean, who knows?
All I know is they send me. I'll show you. I got like 50. I get 50,000 things sent to me every month. Here's a hat. Here's a things with your address on it. Here's a couple notepads. It's like, what are you guys spending all this money on that shit for?
Right.
But I don't need fucking 10 pages of my name addressed on it. It's like,
because those people want jobs when there's when it's not hurricane season.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the guy that does the sign language. That guy was working his ass off this weekend. It was like tax season for the accountant. Yeah,
he was
behind
heavy
everybody.
into it.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to warn the people that can't hear.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Every press conference, there's like 30 people behind the guy talking, and then there was like, I watch a lot of TV. I'll tell you, Fox News has the best weather maps. like the hurricane maps.
I watched some Fox News. I did. I watched some of that. And
it was better than they had the best maps in town. I thought the coolest thing was the Attorney General of Florida was a hot chick, and she threw down on 7-Eleven. Because all those terrorists. $32 for a case of water. Yeah.
No, they weren't doing
$32 for a case of water.
All the terrorists that own 7-Eleven were just like, let these white people die.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they were. That's what a 7-Eleven was charging, was $32 for a case of water.
Wow.
A buddy of mine sent me a picture of a Walmart in Florida, during the 2 days before the evacuation was mandatory. So people were stocking up. It looked worse than fucking
Black Friday.
10 times worse.
Yeah,
than Black
I could
Friday.
see them running out of shit, but then to just have like a couple cases left and then just price gouge and
yeah, no, that's
not a couple cases.
So she went after them so hard that the head terrorist of 7-Eleven's all like, they're bringing truckloads of water for free to Florida.
Yeah,
because she just went after him. It was like, and she was hot. I'm like, this is cool.
They're
I'll tell you
sexy.
what. I was in a hurricane shelter when I was a kid, and I'll tell you what. If I would never leave my house.
Oh, you're saying you would hunker down or whatever that is?
I would never leave. You see how then the cops they all get all assholey. They don't let people back in their own neighborhoods. When you give up all your rights when you do that, man, you're like, you're signed in and you can't leave, and they tell you when it's safe. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like put it this way. I'm a man. I'm an adult.
Yep.
I should be out there helping people. I shouldn't be some puss in a shelter. I should be fucking helping people.
I get that, but then the only thing is like the people that can't help themselves. And
I'm not saying the elderly. I'm not saying women that aren't lesbians. I'm not saying.
Lesbians, you're on your own. You get in your fucking RAV4, you get your friends together, and you drive.
I like my RAV.
Yeah. You pump your own gas.
Yeah, their dogs can all their big labs can swim.
Yep.
No, but literally, I'm not talking about the elderly. I'm not talking about women with kids. I'm talking about men.
Okay.
I'm talking about men. Come on.
I agree. I even for me, like I know, like I wouldn't know what to do if like the water just came. I mean,
I'm not saying I could survive like man versus wild survive.
No,
I'm
I know.
just saying
You're not leaving your stuff.
I don't even give a shit about my stuff. I'm just saying it's like, I'm a good swimmer. I get a life vest, a couple gallons of and a couple fucking cases of water, and it's like I'm gonna survive.
Yeah,
but the problem,
you know what I mean? It's like
that's not the problem. The problem is that it happened, and you saw it in some of these places where, you've got a tree like that blows down and crushes the house and crushes the people in it. Then you've got a power line down, so the water is actually electrified. So, I mean, that's where and then there's the drowning where you can't get out of someplace, and that's the problem. The problem isn't...
Yeah, like if water comes up beyond the electrical sockets, right? Like, what is that, a foot up off the ground?
Well,
aren't you fucked? Isn't that live wire then? Game over
what's
shit?
going to happen is it's going to short out, but you're going to have power lines that come down.
Yeah.
And the power lines, if you're close to that, then you're,
Yeah.
But the biggest problem isn't necessarily... it's drowning. Like if you were to get like a wave were to come in and take something out, and you get caught underneath, a wall, or you get caught underneath something, that's the problem. That's what they're trying to avoid.
Right.
They're not trying to.
And I'm saying I will take that chance. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like, and I know it's like saying, okay, I'm going to go to jail. I'm safer in jail.
Yeah.
I'm safer. It's like,
because then instead of going like to I wouldn't want to be in a hotel just hoping that my shit was still there. Like that would be terrifying to me. Like just being in a hotel waiting and hoping.
Now, Steve, though, because you have kids. Once you have kids, do you really fucking care about anything?
No, as long as
that's what I mean. It's like it's not even the thing about I don't want looting. I just I don't want to be subjected to some Dade County sheriff's idea of where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do.
No, that makes sense.
That's like all it comes down to with me.
I live with people that care about some shit though too, like pictures and iPads and things that you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no.
What are you saying? Maybe your wife and kids?
Yeah, who knows? Allegedly, but yeah, they care.
No, I can see my daughter over an iPad, but
yeah. I know. I think about like just sitting there like those people like, oh, I just hope when we get back, when we're allowed back in, all our shit's still around or accessible or
right.
But we used to have to all the time. We used to have to evacuate when I was a kid for tornadoes because we would have to leave that. We'd have to leave the house and we would go to our friend's house that had a basement, and we would do that all the time. We wouldn't go to a like you're talking about, like a shelter with tons of people.
A hurricane shelter is basically like when you're in the airplane and you landed, but you can't. But we're not the terminal yet.
Yeah.
So some stewardess has the power of fucking Jesus Christ to tell you what to do.
I would choke
That's
her
basically what a hurricane shelter is.
I would choke them
Someone
out.
that just tells you, yeah, I know.
And no fucking way. No, fuck you.
All right.
Fuck you, Irma.
Yeah, imagine being stuck in like this, like a dome stadium with like 10,000 other refugee people.
Yeah.
Oh, the best was
like telling you like
the
trying
best
to boss
was the
people around.
video. I don't know if you saw the video. 2 people fucking in a hurricane shelter.
What?
In Texas? There's a YouTube video of 2 people just totally under a blanket, just fucking.
It's making the best of it.
Yeah,
I
got no problem.
They're gonna name that
with
kid Irma.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a funny story about a hurricane shelter, though, right? So the shelter was funny because me and my cousin, for some reason, showed up late or whatever. We're like, oh, my parents went ahead.
You were late for the hurricane?
Well, yeah, because it's like it's coming in, whatever. So it's like we're like teenagers, and they weren't going to let us in. We were going to sign in, like we weren't there in time. And my 5'0" Italian mother just fucking lost her marbles. Like, okay, we'll let them in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great. It's just great. I love seeing like Ange, Wonder Twin powers activate. Like when Ange goes. Like
that's
that.
amazing.
But the real funny part of the whole night was, so you don't know it's a hurricane. You're not paying attention. You're playing miniature golf. Everyone's having fun. It's vacation. And so we went to like this those old places in like Myrtle Beach where it's like all you can eat country dinners.
Yeah. Like the Golden Corral or something like that.
But it's like, like Aunt Mammy's house or whatever shit. So my dad ate like so many baked beans.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He started his own hurricane?
Yeah. So he had to go to the bathroom so bad, and the lines were so long that he would just go and then immediately just get out and get back in line.
Oh, God. He was like a turnstile.
Yeah.
He'd just go right back to the end of the line.
Yeah.
Get as much out as he could. Let the levees breathe a bit, and then go back at the end of the line.
Yeah. All right. It's somebody else's turn. I'll get out. And
Looks
get
like
back
the
in line.
storm's turning around.
Someone's walking in that stall going, "Oh, Jesus."
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'd rather go outside and deal with the ramifications of Mother Nature.
Oh, I got a good story about going outside, but I'll do that on another podcast.
Do it on another podcast. Hey, listen, buddy. It's great to have you on the podcast.
Oh, the
Steve.
best.
Thank you, boys.
He's the best.
We appreciate you having us in your home. And I'm sorry your dog shit in your kid's room.
It's all right. It happens.
And
We
the
deal
wife
with it.
cleaned it up.
They're getting older now.
I love it. He comes in. We come in from golf. We're hanging
I
out.
take a crap bad, so I take a crap.
He takes it it's disgusting. I thought somebody had killed somebody. And then his wife comes home. Tracy comes back. She's in there and she goes, Mickey shit, diarrhea shit in Jonah's room. And Steve's just looking at his phone text, and he goes, "Oh, that's
sure
terrible.
that's not me?
Are you sure that wasn't me? No, I think I got it all in the bowl." And she's just picking up stuff, going to clean it up, and she's like, "I'll clean it up." And he's like, "Okay, thanks."
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Listen, great to have you on the podcast. What do you got coming up this week?
This week, I'm going to San Diego to the Kaboo Music Festival in Del Mar. Norm Macdonald's on after me. I'm excited. I haven't seen Norm in forever. And then Pink at night.
Nice.
Nice. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers are
Red
Tom
Hot Chili
Petty,
Peppers
right?
are on Friday night. Tom Petty's Sunday night.
I would see Tom
right
Petty.
on.
Tom Petty's awesome.
Yeah.
You got anything coming up this week, buddy?
This week, no, not this week.
Not this week.
I
week,
mean, L.A. bullshit.
Yeah. I will be. This week I'll be in El Paso, Texas, with Pablo Francisco. If you are anywhere near there and are dry. Oh, that was nice. Come see us. You can check out all my stuff at Cort McCown, at Joe Bartnick,
at Steve Rannazzisi.
This is Insensitivity Training. I'm Cort McCown.
I'm Joe Bartnick.
Have a great week. Have a great week. Have a great week. Have a great